Brad from Third Eye Blind. He is the drummer. So how are you doing?
Doing great. Just got into town and viewing all your lovely bricks. What is the name of the band? Third Eye Blind. An amount of collaboration that goes on among the musicians to come up with riffs and stuff. And it's all kind of presentation with Steve, and it's like if there's a moment, like the other day, the guitar player and I were just jamming on this kind of like cultish kind of riff, and then Steven just like immediately got a lyric in his head, and like just kind of like a basic melody idea, and like that's gonna be a song now. So it's just things are just it's really spontaneous and delicate the way the songwriting works. You can't be forced. We're actually self-managed now. We just do it ourselves. We have our own we're just an indie band on our own label, and we manage ourselves. We're going to Europe in May for the first time in like 10 years, and
that's really exciting.
And we're just like doing the stuff that we felt like we should be doing, and we're like couldn't understand why we weren't doing it. So.
That's a really
And part of that means coming to Elon. Gosh, Elon, man. You know, we try to do things that where we're not necessarily playing to just our normal fans that come out. I mean, we're blessed. We have like great fans that are really supportive, and we just always do headlining tours. But it is good to go and branch out and play shows in front of people that maybe don't necessarily listen to you.
You DJ and you do your own drum stuff.
Yeah, what I do with the Just Brad thing is I DJ and play drums at the same time. It's difficult. It took a little, it took some practice, to be honest. I realized that DJing had all gone digital, like this, and once I realized that, I was like, oh, I can actually kind of do it. I can do it all. So it's just kind of like you play along, and then with one hand you keep playing, and then you load a song, and then like fire it off, and then play along. So I'm a history major in college, so I just all that stuff. UC Berkeley.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
My friend there.
So I'm really smart.
I'm really smart.
Just kidding.
I know my music and my history.
Actually, the band. I got denied, and the band director got me in. So if I didn't play music, I wouldn't have gotten to go there.
Check that out.
College was actually my hobby. That's actually how I paid my way through college, was by playing music. So
that's really interesting.
It's usually the opposite situation. So yeah, it's like it's a dream. It's just like the greatest job. Like for someone who loves music, and it's been like really hard in some ways, but then also just the easiest job in the world. I mean, people have to go and do the hardest things every day for hours and hours and hours, and our job is to like be like good for an hour and a half a day. I was practicing 4 or 5 hours a day from the time I was in like 7th, 8th grade. So like I was like really on it from an early age. You add up all that stuff, maybe it starts to be like an approximation of what people put into work, but now it's the greatest.